Hello everyone, Sonic Headbanger 2 here with a Let's Play of Victoria 2, a video game from Paradox Interactive, and a game I really like. Now, this game, for those who don't know, is meant to be a simulation of a period of time during the 19th century called the Victorian era, and the Age of Imperialism. Which was a very hectic time during this because of a lot of wars and colonization, such as the Franco-Prussian War, the Boer War, the American Civil War, all just to name a few. Now, in this game, I will be playing as the Philippines. Why? Because my girlfriend recommended it to me for some reason. Not only that, but out of all the Let's Plays of Victoria 2 that I found, none of them ever did the Philippines. Now, partly because at this point the Philippines was actually a province of Spain. But what if the revolution that took place in the Philippines didn't take place in the late 19th century, but instead the early 1800s, giving the Philippines enough time to, build up strength and actually become a pretty powerful country. Let's find out. Decline. Alright, so might as well just look up some stuff. Sure. I already have a game as the Philippines, but since this is a Let's Play, I'm just going to start from the very beginning, just to give you a pretty decent, good old gist of the game, rather than, starting in the middle and make you be like, oh, what the hell is all this about? Unless you're a veteran of the game, then, you'll be then you'll be fine, but nonetheless, it just feels better. I want to go into politics, and once you go into politics, you have this little area, which is where you can change your governments. This is a reactionary faction, which means they want everything to kind of stay back how it was, a long time ago. This is the conservative faction, pro-military, pro-imperialism, pro-colonization. This is the laissez-faire libertarian faction. This is the military. This is the military section. This is where you can build all your armies. I'm gonna build some artillery right now, actually. Yeah, I'm fucking around. I'm sorry, but this is also to help you get understand what's going on. Moving on. This is diplomacy. This is where you can talk to and influence nations and put them into your sphere of influence if you are a great power. Because in this game, there's many things that happen. Or at least there are many stages of a nation. You start as you have an uncivilized nation, and from there, if you build up and westernize enough, or at least industrialize and modernize, you can move on to being a civilized nation. From there, if you become powerful enough, you become a secondary power. And from secondary power, you become a great power. And if you're a great power, you can influence people. Bring them into your sphere of influence. The more the merrier. This is trade right here. In trade, you can trade onto the world market. This is the population of your country. And as you can see, I'm actually going to be quite honest, I'm going to actually get more into detail about this once I release the Philippines and play as them. See you then. And we're back! And we're now playing as the Philippines. Okay, so here's the gist. I just released the Philippines when I was as Spain, but moving on. This is the population of a country. In said population section, you can see certain nationalities of people, how militant they are, what their religions are, how they feel on certain issues, what the general workforce is, and certain people's ideologies. You can also see how pissed off they are at certain things because of how well their needs are being met in certain regions, at least. And so far, no one looks pissed off. Hold on, I'm gonna lower the music a little. No, no, no. Alright. And to start off, I am going to get experimental railroad. Help me build trains. And I will... Alright, now moving on. This is the budget area. In said budget area, you can manipulate how much you pay for certain things. For instance, this is the tariffs. That's the amount of money you get from importing goods. The higher the tariffs are, the less goods are being brought in. If not, no goods at all. The stockpile, the more you pay on the stockpile, the easier it is to build stuff. The education and administration manages how efficient and literate your people are. Military spending, the more you pay for your soldiers, the happier they'll be and more efficient. But eventually, at some point, you might be spending too much. Therefore, you run a deficit. So sometimes you have to raise the taxes. Sadly, sometimes taxes aren't enough, so your country will have to take out some loans. Sadly, once in a while, you'll take out too many loans, and you can't take out any more. So what ends up happening is your country goes bankrupt, and the great powers could come and kick your sorry ass. That's not good. This game starts around the height of the Age of Imperialism, all the way up to the very beginning of World War II, when Hearts of Iron begins. Okay. Speaking of... Let's see if we can build some guys and get away with it. I'm gonna tax these guys a little bit. On the contrary, we're getting canned food. Expand the naval base. Oh, technology. Nothing to say, I'm sorry. Well, actually, yeah, there is stuff to say. The more technology you have in a certain area, the more efficient and better you'll be in said area. For instance, let's say you research, and don't think you have to research everything down these said tech trees like in Civilization. Only research the things that best suit your needs. For instance, let's say you're getting started in the game. You might want to start with, I guess, like, say, culture, industry, or commerce. Then, soon after that, or while you're doing that, you could also try to slip in some military stuff, too. And see here, China is uncivilized. They are number 68. Well, I'm gonna switch to Djangoism real quick so I can get away with building some well, someone is building a ammunition factory. Someone else is building a wine factory. Huh. And someone else is building a fabric factory. Things are going to be so much easier to transport and therefore build up and all that shit when I get experimental railroad. I don't even have a navy, but I can't build a navy until later on. And my hope is, and generally this is what I do, as the Philippines, I usually take over Brunei, Bali, and parts of Malaysia. Usually I sit pretty there for a little bit. Once I actually took over North Korea. But nonetheless. And hopefully try to get over to the Middle East. That would be something. That would be fucking awesome. Or try to go to war with Spain. That would be pretty cool too. But I need boats for that first, sadly. Here. Liaison, you're gonna munitions factory. Winery. And, well, what were you building? A fabric factory. No. Oh, okay. 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 See, if you're playing as a recently made independent country, it's a little bit harder because you just recently, were granted independence. So therefore, it's going to be a little bit harder to get the infrastructure all repaired. But eventually, if you play your cards right, you can, you can eventually, how do I put this? Pull it all off, let's say that. Casus Bailey against Holston. Let's see where that's located. Seems like Prussia's already handling that, so never mind. Oh, speaking of Casus Bailey's, you can't just go to war with someone just for the lulz, pretty much. You have to have some kind of reason for war. Henceforth, Casus Belli. That translates to reason for war. Hoping I made that clear. Okay, moving on. bringing in money hand over fist, $66 per turn. Maybe I can build a fabric factory here right now. Actually, somewhere has a lot of grain. Fruit, grain, grain. Shit! Out of money. Oh well. We'll just wait until we make more money. Damn it! Oh, okay, good. Speaking of which, what the fuck just happened? I really do not want to do that. I really do not want to load a stockpile. Maybe if I pay off my loan. What is my, how much is my loan? 500. Let's pay off like. There we go. There we go. Just making money better now. I don't want to say hand over fist. But if you if you, for whatever reason, capture this place in here, you will be loaded. This place is this place here. Hold on. I don't know why, but for some reason, I got so much money from attacking that for the one game, but it ended so early because I got my ass handed to me from the Brits. Morocco. Brunei. Alright. Shit! Cock! Come on, guys. I'm not asking you for much, okay? Just stop fucking around. Oh, damn it! Oh, okay. Fuck! Oh, okay. See, this is... When this happens, that's a majorly bad thing. When it's just going woo like a roller coaster, that means something bad's going to happen. It means you're about to crash. So I'm going to raise my tariffs a little bit. Well, that's why There I go. Now I can lower my tariffs. Oh! We just built a factory. Wonder what now my stockpile's worth. 1 cent! 1 penny for the stockpile! Woo! There's like this echo or something. Okay. Gotta try to get a lot of people to work there. Build some cement factories here too. Oh, we're making money. Very little, but nonetheless. Yeah, I'll be back.